Before we begin, please imagine the bell notification is on and you're subscribed to Huna Stories. They called her the Mute. They called her useless. For 3 long years, Alina Rossi scrubbed floors, refilled water glasses, and swallowed insults inside one of Manhattan's most pretentious restaurants. Her manager never knew she held a master's degree in ancient Semitic languages. To him, she was invisible, cheap labor in a stained apron. But everything changed the night one of the most powerful men in the Middle East walked in, and no one could understand a single word he said. Rain slammed against the windows of L'Orenerie, turning New York into a gray blur. Inside, the restaurant smelled of truffle oil, polished arrogance, and quiet fear. Alina tightened her apron strings as Gavin, the floor manager, snapped his fingers inches from her face. "I pay you to be invisible," he hissed, "and don't look at the guests." Alina nodded silently. She couldn't afford to lose this job. Her mother's medical bills stacked higher every week, and every dollar mattered. What no one knew was that Alina spent her nights buried in books: Syriac, classical Arabic, ancient poetry. Language wasn't just knowledge to her, it was devotion. That night, Gavin gathered the staff with trembling excitement. A very important guest arrives in 1 hour, Sheikh Hamdan Al-Fahet. The name alone silenced the room. Oil, history, power. Gavin pointed at Alina. "You stay in the back. If I see you near him, you're fired." At precisely 8 p.m., security entered first, then the sheik himself, tall, composed, regal. He scanned the room calmly, but something was wrong. Minutes passed, no orders were placed. Suddenly, panic erupted upstairs. "He won't speak English," the lead waitress whispered, "and I don't understand what he's saying." Gavin rushed upstairs with his phone, relying on translation software. It was a disaster. The sheik's voice thundered in a furious dialect, oil, poetic, deeply offended. Alina understood every word. He wasn't angry about food, he was angry about disrespect. When Gavin's phone shattered against the floor and the sheik threatened to leave, Alina stepped forward. "I can help." Gavin laughed. "Go clean a toilet." But she spoke quickly, explaining that the sheik was mourning, that offering alcohol was an insult, that he wanted tea prepared in a very specific way. Gavin hesitated, desperate, furious. "Go," he hissed, "but if you ruin this, you'll never work again." Alina walked upstairs not as a waitress, but as a scholar. She spoke in his dialect, not modern Arabic, but the formal cadence of royal Bedouin speech. The sheik froze. "Who taught you the language of my mother?" he asked. From that moment, everything shifted. She prepared his tea correctly. She recommended a dish not on the menu. She spoke of poetry, history, and culture, not money. For the first time that night, the sheik smiled. But power attracts predators. A real estate mogul arrived with contracts designed to steal cultural artifacts through hidden legal clauses. Alina noticed instantly. She warned the sheik. The truth exploded. The contract was torn in half. The deal was destroyed. The predator exposed. The restaurant owner was summoned. The abusive manager was fired on the spot. Then came the final shock. Alina was fired too, because she had just been hired by the sheik. 6 months later, in Dubai, Alina sat at the head of a boardroom as director of global partnerships. Across from her sat the same man who once dismissed her as trash. This time, she dismantled his empire legally, precisely, mercilessly. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. The woman once called the Mute had become the loudest voice in the room. Thank you so much for watching this powerful story. If you believe intelligence, dignity, and patience always win in the end, please subscribe to Huna Stories and stay with us for more unforgettable stories.